All right, guys, welcome back. We're going to do a race video number 3, BMX race video number 3. Sorry about that. I figured I'll get into another one because I had so much fun actually doing the first one. I decided I'm going to do this again. So I went back on YouTube. I found races as early as 1980 all the way through 1990. Some of the quality of the videos not the greatest, but I still had a lot of fun going through this. There is just a ton of races out there. But I'm not going to abandon my BMX magazine reviews. Those will be coming soon again. Anyway, guys, let's roll the video and have some fun.
All right, guys, I had so much fun making this video the other day. I decided I got to do another one. That was really cool. So anyway, let's look at what's going on in this race. So this first race we're going to watch today is at Waterford Oaks, Michigan. This is in 1983. This is the ESPN series. I loved the ESPN series. I talked about that a lot in my magazine reviews. Definitely enjoyed the ESPN series because this was heavily televised back in the 80s. So this is the first of 3 mains. So the pros are going to run 3 times, and we have Brent Patterson, not Brian Patterson. Brent Patterson's in there, racing for Patterson, obviously. Eric Roop, he was on Profile now. Greg Hill still on GT, he hasn't started GHP yet. Bob Medrano, he's racing on Skyway. He's a really stylish rider, by the way. Harry Larry on Diamondback, of course, and then Pete Lonkarevich. He's racing on LRP, which is Lonkarevich Racing Products, so he had started his own thing. I need to research that a little more to see what that was about. Stu Thompson on Redline, doing his thing for Redline, and of course we had the last one, Eddie King for Diamondback as well. So Eddie's in his rookie year as a pro too, so this is actually really cool to see him banging with the big boys. All right, let's roll it, see how it goes.
Got a very interesting gate here for this 3-moto main here. Brent Patterson made it. Brian Patterson, winner of Miami, did not. Eddie King, BMX Action's top pick. A real dark horse coming in here, but they picked him to win. He's right up there. He's got as good a chance as anybody in this first pro main, the first of 3. Racers are up. Remember the winner.
Here we go. Who's got the snap? It's real tight. It's real tight. Ooh, Greg's got the snap. Oh, looks like Brent's on the inside. Ooh, here we go. We got Greg. I can't tell who's in second. Greg's so far ahead. Okay, Eddie moved. Nope, Stu took Eddie. Look at Thompson pedaling over that step jump. He was cranking. Good finish. So it was, looked like it was going to be Greg and then Stu and Eddie in the first round. Really good. Stu had a lot of power in Greg, and you can see so much power they had as they crossed the finish line, and they have to go into kind of a power slide to stop. That's how fast these guys were going. Really good run for Eddie. So let's take a look at the second round here. Just lined up the second main. So you can see that we got Eddie and Harry are on lane 7 and 8, so they're kind of at a disadvantage. They put the Diamondback guys on the end there. I don't know how that worked out. And then Greg Hill's on the far inside in lane 1. So Greg's got the first ace. He's looking really good. And he's got Pete next to him, and Stu's on the other side of Pete. So it's pretty stacked on the inside with those 3 guys on the inside. So they're going for $2,500 for first place today. $5,000 is the total prize. Okay, let's roll it.
Main. We have 2 mains left. This is main number 2. The placings are going to be very critical. The gate is up. The riders are off, and Greg Hill is trying to bump and his way to the hole stop, and he manages to get over the
Greg's got the snap again.
Repeating this race from the last one. Over the hill first.
Eric's there. Eric's with him. Oh, Eddie swooped him again. Eddie keeps passing people. He's catching them sleeping. It's all Greg so far. Eddie is just on him, though. Oh, that was close. Man, Eddie was on his wheel. That was awesome. Eric with third. So looks like we got Greg grabbing 2 aces. So he's in a really good position. Eddie's doing really good. He's got 2 seconds, and then Eric slid in there for third. So that was a great one. All right, let's get ready for the next main. Third and final main. Second to find the third main. It wasn't in the same video clip, so I had to jump around a little bit. But anyway, here we go. Let's rock the third main. Let's see who gets it. So far, Greg's dominating, so let's see how it goes.
Racers are up, and Tony, this should be one heck of a drama here. Eddie King and Eric Roop are going to have to pull one out of the hat to beat Greg Hill here. He's sitting in a great position. With
yeah, he is. Oh, Greg got a little slow out of the gate. Oh, he stumbled. Oh, Stu gets the snap. It's Stu. Eric is consistent. He's in second. Oh, Bob Madrano sitting in third on Skyway. Can he do it? Lonkerovich got around him. So it's Stu, Pete, and Bob Madrano. Oh, nope, here comes Eddie. Here comes Eddie. Oh, man, Eddie was smoking. Blew right past Bob Madrano, but that was a great race. Man, what a strong finish.
He had a good finish in the other two mains, and I'm going to go down to the finish line here and talk to our winner of that last main and watch it on replay.
I think Greg won the overall, though, on this one. Oh, no. Eddie won the overall. That's awesome. Let's stop it right here. So Eddie won the overall, and then Greg ended up with second. Greg got the 2 aces, but Eddie was super consistent because he went 2-2. I think he went second, third. So it was enough for him to do it. That was awesome. Stu went up and finished third because of his strong finish in the last main. That was a great race. Great race. All right, let's move on to the next one, guys. We're going to go back a year now. So we're in 1982 Lubbock Nationals. This was also aired on ESPN, although it's not an ESPN series. That wasn't a thing until the following year. But it's weird how you can see the rider level progress in just that 1 year. So when you watch this race compared to what we just watched on that ESPN series, you can kind of see the difference. But in this race, we got Clarence Perry. He's racing for CW, and he's running graphite tough wheels, which is pretty sick. He just won the Pro Cruiser class already today. Harry Larry's there again as usual on Diamondback. Joe Stam on Powerlight. I've never heard of Joe. But he was a factory Powerlight rider, and he's from Fairfield, California, which is not far from where I am, so it's pretty cool. Greg Grubbs is in there on Redline, and he's next to his teammate Stu Thompson, also on Redline. Clint Miller's in there for Torker, and then finally Greg Hill's in there for GT. And let's see how these guys go. I haven't even watched this one, so let's roll it. Here we go. Clarence got out really slow. Looks like Greg's got a pop, but that's Greg Grubbs. Greg Grubbs jumped in front. Greg Hill's right behind him though. And then we got Stu behind Greg. Ooh, that looked like a really difficult rhythm section. Ooh, Stu's banging into Greg. Oh, Grubbs held on though. Grubbs held on, took the win. He's one of the smallest riders in that main. Look at that, Stu's right there with him. That was a great race. The pros only ran one time on this one, so it looks like Greg got that one. Let's watch the replay on that. You can see that Clarence got out slow. Grubbs got a good snap. Oh, it looks like Hill kind of bobbled over that first jump. And he had a good lock on it. Hill's on the outside, Stu's on the inside. Greg made a run at him, but watch Stu. Stu's going to put the pressure on Greg Hill here. Oh, look at that. Greg tried to jump that whole section, didn't quite work out that well. Track is so tight and small, not a lot of room for passing. Looked like Stu slipped when he was trying to swoop Greg. Good race though, pretty good race. You can see you can definitely see the difference in the quality of the tracks back then compared to now, because if you look at the starting hill on the very left-hand side, it's very, very small. And the width of the track itself is not very wide, because if you look at the finish line, you could see you got Greg Grubbs, Greg Hill, and Stu Thompson nearly side by side, and they're almost taking the whole width of the track. So you can see it's a super tight course. They probably did what they could to fit it into this arena, but that was a great race. I like looking at the really old retro stuff. That was a great one. Okay, guys, let's move on to something else. This video here I found last time I did a video, and I accidentally left it out of the edit, so I was lucky to find it again. This is a really old race, guys. This is from 1980. It's the ABA Midwest Nationals, and this is the Pro Money main. Brent Patterson is in there for Patterson. Greg Hill is in there, and he's racing for Shimano. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Greg was on Shimano, but he was riding a GT. So this is pre his GT days. Jeff Ruminier is on Redline. He's in there, and Stu Thompson's in there for Redline. And there was a couple of other riders two of them from RRS, but I couldn't make out what the announcer was saying because this is somebody's home video, so it's not the greatest quality, but it's awesome. In the last race series, we saw Greg Hill racing at the Grands in 1989. Here it is 1980, and he's in the pro money, and he's pretty young here. I mean, I don't know. I know Greg's got a couple of years on me, but let's see how it goes right now. This is going to be an interesting one. Sounds like he said 500 for first place. Let's go, guys. Look at Brent's waving. Maybe it's his dad filming this. Oh, Brent's gone. Brent's got the snap. Ooh, they bunched up. Oh, he got bumped by an RRS rider. McNeil's in front. McNeil, Ruminer, and I think Thompson. Wow, that was hard to see. That was a good one, though. We'll put that one in the video. Let's move on to something else. All right, guys, this is an interesting one for a couple things. We're on the 83 Jag BMX Pro Spectacular Final. So this ESPN Pro Series went on for a full year. A lot of the races were televised, so it was like a really big deal for one of these guys to grab the title. $15,000 for winning the title, plus a car. So it was like a really, really big deal. And in the main, all I have is the final. I don't have all three, so I dug to find this because I kind of always wanted to see this race because I didn't see it on TV when it happened, although I believe I've seen this before. Second thing is really, another thing that's super interesting about this is the length of the track. Just watch. When I run this video, it's going to shock you how much pedaling these guys had to do. I literally got tired just watching them pedal. So anyway, here's what's happening in the pro main final. This is it. Scott Clark's in there. Greg Hill's in there. Greg's on GHP now. He started his company. Harry Larry, Clint Miller's in there. Stu Thompson made it. Pete Lonkarovich, Eric Roop, and Greg Grubbs. What I noticed, though, is Brian Patterson isn't in the main. Eddie King isn't in the main. Toby Henderson isn't there. So there's a few notable guys that are not in the main. But anyway, let's roll it and let's see how it goes.
And the car goes to #1 overall. Our racers in this moto, once again, Scott Clark, Greg Hill, Harry Larry, Clint Miller, Stu Thompson, Pete Lonkarovich, Eric Roop, and Greg Grubbs. Greg Hill at this point, the odds-on favorite of going
Greg's way on the inside with Pete. Pete's on CW right next to him. Greg's got the snap. Clint's right there with him. Looks like Lonkarovich and Harry are battling. But I think Pete's going to run out of gas. It's a long track. Over the water jump. It's all Greg. It's Greg's pulling the bigger lead. Here comes Harry. Harry's reeling him in. Look at Harry's got a bead on him. He wants him. Oh, Clint got underneath Harry. Harry fought him off, though. Oh, damn, they're still pedaling. Come on, Greg. Hang on. You're almost there, buddy. Oh, Harry's not giving up, man. Here they come. Greg did it. That was awesome. My gosh, that's a long track.
He was stomping Stu the first 2 rounds around in number place, but Greg Hill determined to show who was absolutely the #1 overall pro.
He did it. That was a great one. I've always wanted to see that. It's funny, I couldn't find the first 2 mains. I just happened to run across this one. That's a great, great race. All right, guys, let's move on to the next one. All right, so I'm going to give you full disclosure here, guys. I am very confused. I'm at the 82 Jag BMX World Championships again. We just did this race in the last video. I could have sworn I filmed what I thought was the pro main, but this says this is the pro main. I don't know if this is the Pro Open main. I don't know. So I'm really confused. And then when you guys watch this video, maybe you can put in the comments what's the difference between these two mains. I'm assuming one's Pro Open, one was the Pro Final that we recorded last time. This one is interesting though, because this is where you see the issue that Greg Hill had with Anthony Sewell. Because in this main, we got Anthony Sewell on Murray, Fred Hightower, he's on something called Harbor Light, and then Ron Anderson's in there, but he's all in the Skyway gear, and I'm almost positive they said Ron Anderson, so I'm assuming that's Ronnie Anderson. John Cruz is in there. John, it looks like he's an independent rider in this one. Greg Hill is on GT. Rod Beckering's in there for SE Racing. Brian and Brent Patterson are both in there. You can see them right now. Brian is in the yellow Patterson jersey on the inside. So anyway, this one's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm just kind of confused as to how did I run across this again? But anyway, let's roll it. Here we go.
Brothers, you can see number 1 and number 2. They're brothers, but they're rivals. $2,500 purse this one, Dean. You got it, Larry. Woo, what about $500, and that goes $760 to first place.
Let's see what happens. Sorry about the poor video quality.
Who's going to win this one? This is going to be an incredible.
Here we go. Who got the snap here? Greg's out quick. Watch Anthony. Watch Anthony. He's going to go. He's on the outside of him. He's drawing even with him. Got him on the outside. Bam! Took him out. Ran him over. Everybody went down. Brent dove underneath everybody. We got Fred Hightower right behind him. Brent got that one. That was awesome. This crash is ugly though. I don't think he took him out. It looked like Greg kind of went down in front of him. I can't tell really what happened. I think Anthony put his leg in front of Greg's front wheel. It looks like that's what happened. And then Brent's talking about how he just saw the crash coming and got around him.
They hit locked up like conundrum.
Congratulations, excellent racing, smart racing, and $760 first place prize money.
All right, that one's done, guys. Let's jump ahead to 1990. I found the ABA Grands, the 1990 ABA Grands. Now, I don't know. I don't know who filmed this, but this is just straight chaos. I can't even keep up with who's winning, who's crashing. There was a restart. This video is like 3 minutes long, and somebody just filmed all three mains, and it is nuts. It took me a minute to just figure out who's in the race, because back then, I guess these races weren't necessarily televised all the time, so I have to depend on people's actual videotapes of the races. So I found this one. It's an awesome race. I mean, it's super entertaining to watch, but it's a little bit crazy. So from what I can tell, in the main, Billy Griggs is in there. He's on Redline. Billy was going really fast, by the way. Gary Ellis was in there. He's on GT. Gary's always looking fast. Charles Townsend was in there, and he's on Powerlight. Interesting, because Charles raced for Powerlight, and I believe ultimately went to Robinson, so that's still under the firm. And then we have Steve Veltman in there. I can't identify what jersey Steve Veltman's wearing, and I can't tell what team it is, so I apologize if he sees this video. I couldn't have figured it out. John Purse is in there too. He's wearing this yellow jersey, and I can't determine what team that is either, so he's in there. Pete Lonkarovich is in there, racing for Vans. Greg Hill, 1990 ABA Grands, still in the main. Still in the main. We watched a race from 1980. This guy he was just awesome for like a decade. It's just awesome. Anyway, Kenny May's in there. Kenny's kind of the rookie pro in there, and he's racing on free agent. Now, interesting, Kenny must get hurt somewhere in one of these crazy mains, because all of a sudden he's not on the gate anymore. So we go from 8 riders to 7. But yeah, let's just let the chaos begin. It's kind of crazy. Here we go. Here comes the first round. Here we go. Billy's got the snap. Look at Steve, just blew up on his own. Okay, we got Charles now in first. Billy got a little bit too much air on that double, so Gary got right past him. Look at Hill. Look at Hill. Hill's fighting his way into third. So we got Townsend's just gone. We got Townsend, Ellis, and Hill, and Billy behind him. Great round. That was a great round. Oh, they're not done yet. Here we go. And that's how they finished. That's pretty good. And like I said, guys, Greg is like he's in the back nine of his career, and he's still battling in the main. And this is before he started mentoring John Purse, because I watched an interview on him, and he said, I guess he was saying that John wasn't liked by a lot of pros, and he was kind of a rude guy, just all about racing. I don't know John personally. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but Greg said, kind of straightened him out. He goes, look, man, I know you hate everybody and blah, blah, blah. And Greg took him under his wing and made him a superstar. And his time was coming, definitely. Okay, let's go to the next crazy main. This is funny. Here we go, guys. Second round. It's anybody's race. Kenny's right in the middle, probably in lane 4. He's got a good pop. Briggs is gone. We got Kenny May rolling in second. Here comes Ellis in third. Oh! Everybody bunched up. Knocked Billy out. I can't tell who's in front yet. Let's see. Who's ever filming is focusing on the back of the pack. Oh, Lonkarovich and Townsend. Ooh, Billy's still in there battling. Here we go. Oh, look at Greg. Greg dove right under Billy. Greg with another third, man. Look at this guy. All right, here we go. Next round. Oh, someone flipped over. Everybody's crashing. Watch Billy's move. Boom! Right between both of them. He swooped John. Oh, that's it. This is going to be the rerun, okay? Too many riders crashed at the first turn, so they had to rerun it. And Billy got a killer start, which sucks for Billy. You can see there's clearly an open spot in the gate because Kenny's out of it. He must have got hurt somewhere. We got Townsend way on the inside. John Purse is next to him. Here we go. Who's got the snap? Oh, Ellis came off his seat. Greg's got a great snap. He was flying. Got Veltman right behind him. Purse is in third. Townsend fourth. Pete just passed Charles. Charles is trying to get him back, but doesn't look like it's happening. Here we go. Griggs is hanging on. Purse is trying to get him. Here comes Pete. Pete's going to try to get underneath him. Oh, look at Pete. Oh, go Pete. Oh, what a race. That was a great one, man. Great one. All right, so like I told you guys, this is just straight chaos. I have no idea who won this race. All right, let's go to the third one. Oh, it's over, guys. That was the third one, excuse me. So that's a wrap. Look at everybody's just running into the infield to grab all the banners. Anyway, that's pretty much a wrap for us tonight, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching again. I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm getting a little bit tired. But this is so fun, finding all these races. As you can see, there's plenty more where that came from. I'm going to try to find some more, put together some more videos. I hope you guys are enjoying this format. I'm definitely enjoying doing this. I'm not going to abandon the magazine reviews. I've got some more magazines coming. I talked to a cousin of mine, James, and he said, hey, I got boxes of them. So those are coming soon, and I'll be able to get back to that format as well. So I'm going to try to mix things up. But as always, guys, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I got it. At first it was hard. Nobody believed me. Ever since then, I'm making it clear. This my year. This my year. I hustle in the dark with a bright my head. Get the bright idea.